Have you been searching for the perfect weight belt, a weight belt at all, or maybe the best weight belt that might fit you? I've got a couple of options and comparisons that might help you make a better buy. Let's get started. What's going on? It's your dude, That Guy Health, and BF Men's Physique Pro, Health Up Nutrition sponsored athlete. And today we're talking about belts. You know, I've always wanted to carry my own belts like they did in the wrestling ring or the boxing matches, but these belts will do just fine because I've won many trophies training with some of these belts, and I'm gonna give you a couple of tips on what we're gonna do. Let's just get this started right out of the gate. You do need to subscribe. I got plenty of information for you that might help you with your gains, nutrition, and buys, whether it's fitness, audio, or other type of equipment to help you in your fitness journey. But today we're gonna be talking about these belts, and let's get into some of the comparisons. All right, so as you see here, I got a Hairbinger and I have a Schiek belt. Two very differently made belts, all right? And definitely being made different, they're gonna feel different and they're gonna perform different. And I know you're saying a belt's a belt, and if you're saying that, you probably haven't either experienced a bad belt or you haven't been training enough with belts to kind of know there is a difference, all right? So the first thing we're gonna go over is probably the typical belt that you're used to seeing, which is the Hairbinger. And I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing that right because I bought it, and after I bought it, I shortly stopped using it. And after I shortly stopped using it, I went to something different that definitely worked better for me. These are the belts that you'll typically see in your gyms, your 24-hour fitness center. They're laying around. Sometimes they have some for the use. Sometimes you went to Walmart or your local sports store and you bought one. Typically made out of leather or leather-like material and padded on the inside with the raw side of the leather, okay, more unfinished, or should I say unrefined. And you're gonna have a certain amount of loopholes in here, metal buckle to go ahead and put this on yourself. So today I wore a color that might help you basically tell the difference between the contrast when I have the belt on, so you can kind of see how it fits. These belts typically are a lot wider in the back here, and you could get them in different lengths to fit different size circumferences. This is the one that I got, and we're gonna go over some of the pros and the cons of these two belts as far as what my list is about them and why I chose which one of these belts to train with more. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide this belt on and kind of point out some things that I don't like about it. All right, so right here, as you see on the back side right there, you'll have the belt on, come across your buckles. Now, me typically what I do, especially since I'm in men's physique, you know, definitely having the appearance of a more V-shape, lower abdominal, smaller waistline. And I do have a pretty small waist anyway, as it is genetically. My waistline's around a 28, 29 on the nice thug side. And then what you want to do is take this belt, go like so, tilt it over. You don't want to come this way to try to tighten it. You're not going to get a good cinch down on it. So you want to take it and go this way, but you could take it a step further by, when you're doing that, exhale out, which is what I do. So I'll boom, get it nice, find the loopholes that are going to fit for you there, and then go ahead, put it on, get it pretty snug or pretty centered. Okay, so you want around the same type of shape on both sides. You see how it kind of flares up here. You want to get that the kind of same on both sides. All right, now this belt does feel pretty snug. You feel the back pad. What I do not like about this belt, all right, well, let's talk about the good things first. All right, good things first is it's leather. It's pretty durable. You can leave them anywhere and come back and get them. Most times people won't take them, somebody might, but they're pretty good for high traffic areas. If you leave them and somebody steps on it, you don't have to worry about it getting too ruined because it's pretty sturdy, pretty durable. It's got a nice metal sturdy buckle. That's kind of cool. And other than that, that's about as much as I could say about liking this belt. I have more cons on this belt than I do likes on this belt. And let's just go ahead and jump right into that. I do not, for one, like the metal buckle. I just don't. I do have several other things that I like to put in my bag. I don't like the metal buckle. And it's just a personal preference. I'm not saying that it doesn't work as it should, because it works just like it should. But also being said, with these loopholes, you're kind of held to the standards that they're going to set. So let's say you might have a perfect size fitting that might work just in between these two. Outside of drilling your own holes, you're not going to get there. So you're going to have to pick the high or the low of that medium area that would be good for you and go with it. So I don't like that. Another thing that I don't like, and this is especially, this right here was nitpicking. Something that I tremendously don't like is this back. If you see how it flares up pretty wide here to give your back a lot of support covering a good amount of area. Well, the problem here is when you go back, it causes like basically like it's a stent. So now it digs into your lower and your upper mid back when you do that. And a lot of times when you're bench pressing, you're gonna have a slight arch in your back. Very uncomfortable with this belt. Another thing is this, doing deadlifts with it, and then you come up to get that nice contraction, you'll feel it dig in. Something else I don't like, which technically you should probably not have a belt on when you're working abdominal anyway. I don't wear one. You don't need it in order to get that good contraction on the abdominals. But I have seen people wear belts in every facet of the gym, so I'm not going to judge you. But going sideways here sucks on this belt. You really get, I mean, you get gouged like if somebody just came up and stabbed you in the side. It really is a horrible feeling. It sucks and it's not good. Okay, so you'll find yourself either trying to, you know, pull your pants down or pull them up to try to get some comfort there. And that is a very bad thing about these type of belts. Another thing about these belts is washing them once they get dirty. You probably don't want to put them in with a lot of the clothes. You're likely to get those clothes tore up given this metal buckle. So with that being said, the Hairbinger, let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. The Hairbinger is definitely not a choice that I would go with. Evidently, it is a choice I went with at one time getting into belts, but it's definitely not a choice I stuck with, and I wouldn't recommend it first time up. But if you have to spend the money that you have to get one, or you don't have anything else in your area, there's always online. Trust me, wait a few days. So with that being said, let's get into the Chic belt. All right. Now Chic, and by the way, the shirt that I'm wearing is made by Hard Head Fitness. All right, you can go over to their website. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I have another shirt that I wear by them. Definitely awesome. It's kind of like a camo color burgundy with the black and then the skull on it. Looks good. A lot of people usually ask me about it, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that down in the description below. You can click that link, go to their website, and they'll ship you very quality material. Okay, let's get into the Chic belt. Chic comes in a very plethora of designs, and when I say plethora, I mean colors. I chose the digi camo, black, white, and gray, and just off the visual alone, you can see the difference in these two belts right here. Okay, and I know you're probably saying like, this belt is tremendously a little thinner. They do offer a bodybuilding type belt, and it gets a little wider right here, and we will go into that. But this still has a similar design where it comes around, tapers off, kind of just like that one. But if you notice, the taper here is a lot smoother and it's not as sharp on the edges where that's going to start reducing in size. So you got it already. You're going to get rid of that whole sticky in your gut thing. Okay. If you see, the fastening system here is totally different. You do have a little metal right here on this ring. Outside of that, it has a plastic retainer, very durable. And then you have this strap. So really, this is almost like where that was put it on, pull, go. This is going to be two actions. So I'm going to go ahead and put this belt on it and go over some of the things, and we'll go over what I do like about it and what I don't like about it. Okay. So first thing here, Velcro system. You're going to go ahead, nice inside pad, real smooth. This is not leather. I believe this is like a neoprene, or put this belt on. You want to do the same thing that you pretty much did with that one. Find the medium of it where it kind of tapers off and try to center it as much as possible. I'll exhale out. Go ahead. Find my Velcro. Boom. The first system is done. It is nice and snug, pretty tight, especially after exhaling and tightening it on. Then you take this strap, gives you just that much more support and ability to reach that tighten, that firmness, that stability that you want. And you'll go in here, same thing with the motion with this one. We're gonna come out, pull, and then roll over. And that gets nice and snug. So as you can already see, things I like already with this type of system, excuse me, you can adjust this belt pretty much anywhere, because it is Velcro. The Velcro is very sturdy. It's very strong. I've never had a situation where it just popped off of me, okay? Given the way this is, it's not gonna happen. So you can tighten this belt pretty much any circumference that you need. Now they do have different sizes on the website, so you do need to measure your waist, put yourself somewhere in the middle so you have some give, some plus in case you go in the cut, you lose a little weight, you can still use the same belt, but you're gonna have a wide range given how this belt is designed. One thing that the first thing, I'm not gonna even say one thing because there are many things that I like about this belt. The first thing that I do like is the fact that here, I can bend over sideways, although I don't do abdominals in this. If I was doing some other type of weight move, I can bend over sideways. There's no sticking me in my gut. I don't feel like I'm getting shanked in American Me movie. If you know what that movie is, if you don't, it's a bad reference. If you watch it, it's even worse stuff that goes on in it. But I'm not getting shanked in my side. I can move and the belt still keeps me nice and supported, but without hindering my movement or making me pay the price. Another thing, across the back of here, it's not as wide as the other belt, but it gives me the support where I need it, and I can put an arch in my back without also paying the price. Like I have a kickstand in my back keeping me from arching some. Those are two things right there. Another thing is this. This belt folds up nice, goes right in my bag, doesn't utilize a lot of space. It's not hard to take out. It's lighter weight than that, but it really gives you a lot more support than that belt, than that leather belt. Another thing with this not being leather, not having a bunch of metal on it that could tear up your clothes. I've washed this belt with my other clothes plenty of times. No harm, no foul. Set it out to air dry, got it back the next day. Awesome, all right? This system right here, as you can see, I just took this Velcro part off. I still feel the support. It hasn't unleashed yet. And that's because of this clenching design right here with this ring. It's not gonna unleash until you pull this way and then let it off. And even then you feel a slight release of pressure, but you still have pressure and support because of the primary hold right here. And I don't know if you realize, but you haven't heard a lot of Velcro letting loose when I'm bending over or bending down because it's not doing it. The Velcro is very strong. They designed it well, and I love it. This belt has never come off of me until I did that. All right, so with that being said, the Chic belt is definitely a product worth buying. Now, Chic didn't promote this. They didn't sponsor this. I paid for this belt. And if you want a belt like it, you can go to True Fit Supplements, all right? They're an awesome group of guys. They have a lot of products on top of that, a lot of supplements. I'm also gonna put their link down below in the description. They have everything from Chic belts to some of their grips to some of their straps. Chic does make good products. This is the first Chic product that I bought. I've used other Chic products from other fellow competitors and I like them as well. I decided to go with some other things as far as my wrist straps, but that was a personal choice just based off other things, but Chic works very well in that place too. So with that being said, the Chic belt is the better buy, and you can tell them side by side. You can even see the quality that goes into making this belt compared to the other belt. You can see some of the smoothness. You can see the design where it just really would give you a better feel and give you the support or better support that you need while you're training in the gym. So, hey, I'm not going to stick too long on it. Definitely reach out if you have any questions about these belts, but don't hesitate to comment down below. I definitely get back to you. Don't forget to subscribe to the Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube, and you know what I always say at this point in time. Be safe, let's build together, and peace.